Hello, hello, hello. This is day 48. I don't know how to make 48. That's 48. That's my 48. Anyway, how does stress affect your journey? How do you manage your stress levels? Is stress overtaking you? My name is Fonte, and it's Tay's World. I'm back to you on this 48th day talking about stress. Stress management, stress, because stuff be stressing me to crap out. Just like everyone else. I know, I got a smile on my face, but let me tell you, stuff be stressing me to crap out, okay? People push buttons, people say things. I do things that get myself in trouble. It's life. It's just stressful. I never wanted to grow up. I'm sorry. Get myself together. Y'all, life be stressing. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. That's why I got to pray. I got to read scriptures on a daily basis. Because, honey, I would go crazy. But I digress, y'all. Let me talk about how stress is interesting. Okay, guys? Because when we immediately think of stress, we immediately think of the negative of stress and how it affects us. But stress can be twofold. It really can be twofold. And it depends on really depends on the type of journey you are on. I'm on a weight loss journey currently. You may be on a different journey. You may be trying to start a business. You may be finishing school or starting school. You may have a very important project that you need to have completed. You may be getting training or getting a trade. Whatever the case may be, stress can affect you, good and bad. That's what we don't think about sometimes. Now, of course, the bad is you're overwhelmed. You become the idea of doing something about it kind of blocks you. It puts up a roadblock when the stress is too much. It can also prevent you from reaching your goals because it can set you back if the stress is so overwhelming. Stress can make you lose weight or gain weight. Okay. Stress can really put you off of the road that you should be on. And that's in a negative manner. Now, on the flip side, a certain level of stress can actually help you. And this is what I mean. Stress, and we think of it as pressure, not stress a lot of times. When we think of it in a good manner, we say, oh, I'm under, pressure to meet this deadline. That's actually stress. I'm under pressure to lose 60 pounds within 100 days. It's a good level of pressure because it made me do something about it, right? And actually, the closer I get, I feel this adrenaline. Like it's a certain level. It's a small level of stress, but it's a good level because it makes me stay engaged and it makes me stay committed and say, oh my goodness, like I'm about to hit day 50. Okay. And I only have 50 more days after that. Like, am I revving up? Like, what am I going to put in this to reach my goal? So a certain level of stress can propel you or push you forward. I know there are some people who are procrastinators and they will wait to the last minute because they need that level of stress, a certain level of stress to get the work done. I know in college, first and foremost, I went to University of Phoenix. And University of Phoenix, let me tell, yes, I am a Phoenix. Listen, They didn't play. University of Phoenix is no joke. It's a no joke school. Like, you got to work hard for your grades, okay? But they have this. I mean, every week there was a team project and a personal project. You had a presentation, and sometimes that was a personal presentation and a team presentation, plus a personal paper and a team paper. Okay? And you had to go to class. Or if you were online, you had to respond to discussion questions and listen, when I tell you it was some stuff, but one thing that I realized, a certain level of stress was good. Because every day, that type of stress made me be more diligent and set more of a routine and set more of a schedule on how I'm completing these things, because I knew I couldn't wait to the last day to do a team project, a personal project, and do all these things. I could not. So I had to create a schedule, and that pressure or that certain level of stress that was upon me to get these things done made me say, okay, I need a rhythm, or I need a schedule that's going to help me complete each of these tasks. And I had, okay, by Tuesday, I need to have all my research done, or it depended on which day my class and which day I had to turn in a project. So if the project had to be turned in on Friday, guess what? Over the weekend, my deadline was by Sunday. Sunday, I had to have all my research done. And I would do that was research for my personal stuff. That was research for my school, for my class. For my team. I would wait. I would not wait. If I had work and stuff like that, then I would I would try to make it where I spent a few hours on Monday and Tuesday, even if I was just writing something, or I would say Monday and Tuesday is for my personal. And I would say, all right, personal one, out the way. Because normally if you're working in a team, then that means you're waiting for other people to also kind of gather up the information. So I will always kind of leave that for last. And then I would say, okay, and then Wednesday and Thursday dedicate to team projects. So I tried to have my personal stuff done on that Tuesday, and then have your team stuff done by Thursday anyway, because the next day you got to go into class anywho. But there are times when, if somebody else didn't have their stuff, or somebody dropped out of class and didn't say anything, and we're at the last minute, we're literally down to the day of. There are days where I was working on my personal and team project on that Friday, even though I had to be turned in on Friday, trying to gather up everything. It was that stress helped to propel me and push me to get it done, because I knew I had a deadline. I knew what needed to be done. And so it helped me to go, and it helped me to get it done. Okay. So there are good levels. There are good levels of stress. There are good levels of knowing that within a day, okay, you have to do this amount of exercises. You have to drinking my water. Some people look at you stressing yourself out about drinking that water. Yes, I am. I'm going to stress myself out every single day about drinking that daggone water. So you see, that can be it can be good things. So don't always look at stress as a bad thing. Sometimes it can be good. You just want to make sure that you are always cognizant and aware of the level of stress that you are under. Because once that stress gets above a comfortable level, then yes, it can be overwhelming, and it can be downtrodden, and it can really throw you off your game. Okay, and so with this, you want to make sure you're maintaining a level of stress that's pushing you forward, that's helping you achieve your goals, but not so much that you stop it. Okay. And it's also with stress, you also have to recognize and realize when you have to take a step back, when you have to say, okay, enough is enough. Let me take a step back. Let me examine things and see what I need to do. Let me take a step back and relax a bit, because the stress is getting too much, and now I'm overwhelmed. So, and in those situations when you become overwhelmed, absolutely take a step back. You have to. And the reason why you have to is for your own sanity, for your own mental well-being, and so that you can regain yourself and regain your thoughts, and regain your train of thought, all of that. Okay. I'm trying to think what else. Also, too, and I'm saying this is applying this to weight loss as well. But stress management is so important and can be applied to every area of our life. Okay, so I wanted to mention stress management. Stress how you manage stress when it comes to exercises or even with anything else. Not exercise, I'm sorry, with weight loss. When it comes to weight loss or with anything else, guess what? The best stress reliever, if you research it, is exercise. You know why? Because you're working it out. You're also putting, a lot of times when you exercise, those thoughts, either you're able to work through them, you were able to work through the problem and find a solution, or you're able to put it out of your mind for a minute, let it go, focus on something different, accomplish that goal. And normally what happens with exercise, it helps to build up the adrenaline and you get pumped up about it. You get, I don't know, just exercise just helps the endorphins that flow through your body. It just really helps with the thought process and can be very beneficial for you. And hey, if you're on a weight loss journey, exercising more can't hurt you none. Then you also have, also when you're very stress management is resting. Like I said, take a step back, but literally resting. That means if you find yourself being overwhelmed in the middle of the day with a task. My mom used to tell me this all the time, especially when I was in college and I was overwhelmed about a paper or overwhelmed about something that I had to do for school. She would tell me, Fonte, go lay down and take a 30-minute hour nap. And I would fight and I would fight and I would fight. No, I gotta get this done. And I would get so upset and I would get so overwhelmed until eventually I done passed out. Okay. And like a kid, like a baby. Okay. Pass out for an hour, wake up, train of thought, boom, I'm flowing. I mean, type, oh, this is good. Like, but I had to take a step back. I had to rest my mind and my body. And then was able to get it together and able to move on from there. Also, another stress management or how you can manage your stress. Sometimes you need to do something fun. Sometimes you need to have a good time to take your mind off of the situation. And then you come back and I mean, it flows. Or you're able to stay committed to this because you took a step back, you re-examined, or you took a step back and you took your mind off the issue. And then you were able to come back and again, the thoughts and the solutions were able to flow much better. Okay, so those are three of my go-to things when dealing with stress. And also knowing when stress is good and when it's not. Okay? Because again, remember, stress is twofold. It can be beneficial and it can be harmful. Okay? I hope that this information was able to help someone. If it's not, say, girl, you ain't helped me none in the comment section. Or if you say, you know what? Tay, I ain't even think about that. Drop it in the comments. You can let me know. Ain't nobody, this is a judge-free zone. If anybody say something to you about what you say to me, you let them know. I'll check them. All right? All right, guys. But it's Tay's World, and I want you to remember to be consistent, courageous, and disciplined. Y'all, I am out on this 48th day. Learn how to manage their stress.